I forgot to go to a loading screen. Ah, ah, ah. It's fine. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. The volume level is okay, right? Hang on, let me open up the chat. I don't see anybody yet, but that's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is daijoubu. Daijoubu. I think. Is this live? Okay, it looks like it's live, so why isn't it opening on my Twitch app? Oh God, help me, help me. Okay, there it is, I'm good, I'm competent, I am a professional VTuber, and I'm going to play an otome game. Well, on the bright side, everyone in this game looks really pretty. White hair. White hair. Is that a butler? Over there, falling to the right. In between the protagonist and the mystery lady. White hair. Oh, he looks like Jacob Fire Emblem. I love Jacob Fire Emblem. Let's go! With the new game. The beginning of a nightmare. There's someone on the floor. No! Jacob Fire Emblem! Hi, adorable Kiwi! Played this before? Oh, nice. I'll do my best. I can't believe Jacob Fire Emblem is dead already. No! Who is this? Why is this happening? Oh, he doesn't even live here. So how long you gonna stay in bed? Now get up. Interesting. I thought that the premise was that our master was going to die, like the lord of the house. But it looks like the corpse is a stranger? So I can't use the spacebar. Hi, sweets! Welcome! Yeah, happy 7 months, and thank you for sticking with me. Oh, that's us. We're Ellie. Huh? I see. So, also can't click outside of the text box or else. Somebody had torn my blanket right off. I jumped out of bed, startled. There before me stood a girl in a maid outfit glaring. Oh, she's cute! Huh? That person on the floor. Where did they go? Welcome, Tuxie! Had this open and Twitch didn't autoplay the audio? Aw. It's okay, you didn't miss much. Just me kinda flailing. What? Are you still asleep? Jeez. Aww, she really is so cute. It was a dream. Ellie cute and maid cute. Also, it seems I missed you playing Find Love, played that too and liked it. Gotta catch it if you play more of it later. Yeah, I'm planning on finishing up Find Love or Die Trying next week, on Thursday. Unless something else comes up, but I really hope not. I mean, after attempting to stream right after coming out of the hospital, I think that I can handle anything. I see. Wait, where is this? Who are you? Really? Oh boy, you're still out of it. It's me, Louisa. You and I share this room. Aw, Louisa, you're so cute. You guys can't see my mouse, but I'm patting her on the head. Who's a good little tsundere. Oh. Yes, this is the Roqueford family manor. I will be working here as a maid starting today. Hi, Louisa, are you unmarried? And as of yesterday, Louisa and I are roommates. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. So, what time is it? 5:50. You must hurry. We start working at 6 a.m. sharp, remember? What? We only have 10 minutes? Yes, I must say I tried to wake you many times. I'm going to go now. You'd better hurry too. Come to the hall on the first floor. And with that, Louisa was gone. What should I do? First clothes, then hair. Oh my. I threw on my maid outfit and quickly tied my hair in a braid. That's impossible. I need to hurry to the hall on the first floor. A map. This'll be useful for when someone dies. We live in the attic. Okay, I see. So, we come down through here, I suppose? In the east room of in the east stairwell of the second floor. And then to go to the first floor, you need to pass by these rooms, whatever they are, go down the stairs, enter the hall. I see. There you are, Ellie. Oh, Noelle is also cute. Miss Noelle, the head of the maids, and Louisa were waiting in the hall. Oh, head of the maids already, and at such a young age. Are you single? I'm sorry for being late. Being so out of breath, looks like you slept in. I can tell I'll have my hands full already. Is your heart not in this, perhaps? Trust me, it is! I'm so honored to work in such a fine manner. Yes, I keep wanting to say Rockfords, but that's not how it's spelled. Rockfords are a venerable earl's family. Even if you're a servant, I won't have you dragging its name through the mud. Yes, ma'am! If you understand, be more well-dressed. The back of your uniform is a right mess. Back? Oh no! Wah! Your apron strings aren't even properly tied. Buttons are open too. Terrible. Oh, are you gonna fix it for us, Louisa? Are you gonna come up real close and fix it for us? Because we're a real dummy? I'm sorry. There was no time after I woke up. Hi, Biblio! Welcome! Look at us, we're a cute maid! I had a weird dream and it took a while to get my bearings. A dream? Yes. Huh? What was it about again? You're to moderate and abuse? Wow! Welcome, Biblio! I tried to remember the dream, but all I could picture was a foggy haze. Looks like two bears high-fiving. Ah, yes. There was a dead body. At that time, a young man crossed the hall. There he is! Oh, so he's not a butler. Oh, so this is the lord of our house. Pretty sure it's Rockeford, like Rockefeller and Oxford. Ah, but then why is it spelled like that? It's okay. It's all good. I don't mind butling for him. There he is. That's the dead body. At that moment, the memories of my dreams became vivid. Him. He's the one I saw in my dream. U is always after Q? I mean, yeah, but then why the I instead of an E? If it was Rockford, then it would be R-O-Q-U-E, right? For rock. But instead it's R-O-Q-U-I for Rocky. Excuse me. Yes? What? Oh, glare at me harder. Yikes. I guess I couldn't help myself. What should I say? Are you alive? Or who are you? I don't think that either of these are what a maid should be asking. Oh, I'm so sorry, Noelle. I'm so sorry. Chi-Chi disagrees. Foreign language transliteration has different rules. I guess this is least problematic? Excuse me, but who are you? Me? I am... Ellie, what are you doing? Get back! Huh? Miss Noel's sudden aggressive attitude had me startled. At that moment, someone rushed up from behind. I am super omega fired. It was Mr. Maurice the butler. We exchanged greetings when I first arrived at the manor yesterday. Hello, sir. Oh. I bet he was quite a looker when he was younger. Honestly, it's just the mustache that's not doing it for me. Otherwise, the hand especially. Nice. Master! Ah, no, my lord! Maurice, what's wrong? Don't give me that. I haven't even visited your room yet. Why have you already changed clothes? This is another everyone is hot game. I can change myself. I did it myself back at the dormitory. Besides, I woke up early, so I decided to go for a little walk. It's been a while after all. That's fine, but please don't rob me of my duties. Helping one's lord get prepared is an important part of any butler's job. I think it's irrational, helping me on things I can do alone. I feel like the mustache is hanging too low on his lip. It's off-putting. Oh no, is it sliding off? Oh no, you're right. It's like the mustache is his lip. That is how things get done around here. Is a mustache okay with a goatee? Yes, absolutely. So you're saying I should just stop thinking for myself? This is tough. It seems you learned a lot in London. Yes, I did. I learned that I can't just be stuck in the Dark Ages forever. It was a wake-up call. I like our master. I see. I would certainly like to hear more about that. I'm yet to have a talk with you, my lord, since your return to the manor yesterday. That's Freya's opinion on trimmed beards? It really depends a lot on what you mean by trimmed. Pictures would help. Sure. The lord gave me a glance, then left together with Mr. Maurice. The lord. So that grumpy-looking person is the head of the family. Nice! I'd only ever heard about him in conversation. His father, the previous lord, died a few weeks ago, and now his son, Irving, has inherited the mansion. He's pretty great so far for a haughty-feeling nobleman. Yeah, he's haughty, but, more importantly, he's a hottie. So the one who was in my dream was Mr. Irving. Oh my, you did it again, Ellie. This time you are being rude to the Lord. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I hope you realize what you've done. If so, then never you mind. The Lord didn't seem to be angry either, so be careful next time. Yes, ma'am. Is that it? Aw, Louisa, were you hoping for more drama? She just arrived, so it's within reason. Still, there won't be a next time. I must be careful, really. Okay, let's get to work. Ellie, clean this area. Louisa, please teach her. Yes! Hi! Okay then, I will be cleaning the living room. I'll do my best. I'm ready, Louisa. Okay. First use this to wipe the railing, clean from one end to the other. Got it? I'll be cleaning the Lord's room, so come and get me when you're done. It's on the second floor at the back. With that, Louisa headed upstairs. I'm worried about my dream, but I have to clean now. If I don't do this right, I might get fired. You can't get fired now. I don't have anyone to rely on. Ooh? 2 years ago, my father died in a war, and my mother died in last year's epidemic. Since then, it's just been me on my own. Oh. The year is 1920, a time when jobs are scarce, not least for a 16-year-old girl like myself. Considering the limited options available, a live-in maid isn't a bad occupation at all, especially with such a fine manor as my workplace. If it's somewhere as wonderful as this that needs cleaning, then it might be even a little fun. Okay, I think this should do. Not a speck of dirt left, huh? Yeah, okay. Alright, I better go get Louisa. So we need to go upstairs through this northern stairwell. And then the Lord's room is when you turn right after heading off the stairwell, and then right again down the hall. Oh, interesting. There's a room there with no doors. There's... Interesting. Very interesting. Could it be a passageway between these two bedrooms? Oh, so many possibilities. Wow, Ellie? Louisa was standing alone in Mr. Irving's room. What? What's wrong? You told me to come and get you when I'm done. Yes, that's right. I'm glad you're here. Were you doing anything suspicious, Louisa? Are you a rival for Lord Irving's affections? Glad? Yes, I need help. Yes, use this duster and clean that chest. The chest. Okay, got it. Saved duster in memory. Oh. I don't see it. Oh. There's only one solution, polycule. Just a really bad closet. I picked up the duster and moved to the back of the room. Oh, it's the Virgin Mary. Everything here must be expensive. I need to be careful not to break anything. Louisa, did you break this and then try to frame us for it? I looked over to where the noise came from and saw a broken statue of the Virgin Mary. How did that happen? Ah, did you break it? What are you doing, Ellie? I didn't do anything? If it wasn't you, then who was it? Anyway, you stay here. I am going to report this to Miss Noel. But I... Alas, poor Ellie. Oh my, you've really done it this time. Louisa came back with Miss Noel. Having already seemingly heard from Louisa about what had happened, Miss Noel gave me the coldest look I had ever seen. What is going on? Did something happen here? My lord! Mr. Irving had returned. My lord, let me explain. Are you a picture? Because you just got framed. So she broke the statue while cleaning? This bit here, huh? Irving examined the broken Virgin Mary statue, a solemn look on his face. I'm so sorry. I know how important this was to you, my lord. It's my fault for letting Ellie handle this. I didn't think she was this careless. Is the duster here now? Oh! Yeah, duster that Louisa handed to me. Don't just stand there. You need to apologize, too. I didn't touch anything. It broke on its own. Ah, what are you saying? I told you to apologize. But... You don't need to apologize. Keep going. My lord? Oh, he believes in justice. He believes in a fair trial. Oh, who would ever want to murder him? If you want to say something, I'm willing to listen. My lord, that is not necessary. I see no harm in gathering more information in order to find out what happened here. It's more reasonable than a meaningless apology. Forgive me, my lord. I spoke out of line. Yeah, he's a good man. Well, I'll continue if I may. I had moved closer to the chest to clean and was just looking at the objects placed around it. That's all I did. And yet before I knew it, the statue was broken. So it broke by your simply looking at it, huh? It's a lie. You must have done something. If you didn't, then how on earth did it break? Explain that. I don't know why. But that's a good point. How did it? There's a reason for everything. I remember my father used to tell me that all the time. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Can't you explain? No, not now. I need to investigate. Huh? Can I take a look at the statue? I may be able to find out how it really did break. I see. Hey, what are you saying? If you investigate, you might end up breaking something else. I'll be extra careful not to. Plus, it wasn't even me who broke it to begin with. I don't trust you. Right, Miss Noelle? Yes. Ellie is only new around here. We're not sure what she is capable or not capable of doing. It might just be in her nature to break things, or she may have other bad intentions. I'm going to smash everything in this room before I'm fired. That isn't... Or she may be able to uncover the truth and prove that she is innocent. Irving, I love you. If you don't know who she is, then that's a possibility too, isn't it? The maids are evil? There's no class solidarity here. My lord. Go ahead and investigate. Yes, thank you very much. You don't need to thank me. I want to know the truth as well. Oh, I don't want this man to die. I see. But what if I don't find anything now that everyone's looking at me? Well, I just need to start looking. I wouldn't know until I try. Search start! If something seems strange, I'd better check my memory and see if things add up. I might learn something new. There's many expensive items on it. I need to be really careful not to break anything. What's this? A small feather was on the chest. This is one of the best husbandos we've had. Holy pineapple pizza dumped in a trash can. Oh, it's a candle? Huh. I thought it was some sort of file. Like, an ice cream scooper, an intimate object, and a nail file? I see. So it's a gold candle. Oh, already lit. This is for a wax seal. This is a candle used to close an envelope. Huh? It's a little warm. It's only just been used? Oh-ho! Looking closely at the candle, I noticed a fingerprint on it. Someone must have touched it while the wax was melting. Louisa? I wonder why this broke all of a sudden? It looks to be fairly old porcelain. Maybe it was just brittle. What's this on the broken cross-section? I can scratch it off easily just with my nails. This doesn't seem to be porcelain. Seems like wax. Ho-ho. Found a small key in the broken piece, what? Okay, that I wasn't expecting. I wonder what this key will open? What does this mean? What does this mean? Right, so how do I use something? What does be okay mean? Yes, maybe that has something to do with this duster? What is related to the duster? The feather! The feather found on the chest is the same as the one used for the duster. This feather must have fallen from this duster. I haven't even used the duster though, which means someone used it before me to clean this? Well, then that's not a very good duster, is it? I think I searched through everything. Ellie, did you find out anything? I've solved the crime! And there are some things I'd like to confirm. Confirm. Yes. Question start. There's something I want to ask you, Louisa. Oh, interesting. So my life bar is a blue rose. You'd think that as the protagonist she would have red. Blue rose. It means illusory. Did you not clean the chest before me? Ah? I must ask why you think that? Show evidence that Louisa cleaned the chest first. Be okay. You're the one who gave me this duster, Louisa. But before I could even use it, I noticed one of its feathers lying on the chest. So I figured that maybe you cleaned the chest before I had even gotten to it. Alright, I did. But so what? Maybe you're trying to say that I broke the statue while I was cleaning? Yeah? And so that's why you gave the duster to me and told me to clean the chest myself, maybe? So you could blame me. How rude of you! You're the one who's trying to accuse me. The statue broke after you went to clean the chest. I had nothing to do with it, surely. That statue? It was already cracked. That statue was actually already broken, even before I got here. It only looked like it broke in front of me because someone tampered with it. Tampered? And the tampering was done with this candle. I believe the candle we used to tamper with the statue. The candle was still warm, as if it had just been melted. Melted wax can be used as an adhesive, right? I think that was used to fix the broken statue. But melted wax isn't that strong of an adhesive, so the statue broke again quickly. Yes, it's true. There is wax on the broken cross-section. You tried to cover up the fact you broke it? What clever trickery. Can you prove it? Huh? I said, can you prove it? Where's your evidence? Evidence of Louisa's culpability. Something that clearly proves she did it. I mean, this is the only thing that we haven't used. In 1920, did they have fingerprint scanning? So, I guess fingerprinting would be a little bit overkill. What about this? The evidence is right here, I think? What are you saying? You're not making sense. Ugh. Okay, so it was a fingerprint. There was a fingerprint on the candle. I think that belongs to you, Louisa? How did that happen? Well, you see, when you touch things with your finger tends to leave prints on it. Can I see your hand? My hand? Just what is with you anyway? You always look so innocent, and yet now you just won't back down. Show it, Louisa. Eep! Noelle grabbed and opened Louisa's hands. Boss! Then, after comparing the fingerprints on the candle with Louisa's own fingerprints, they're the same. So, this means... this should prove that Louisa is the culprit. A frantic look crossed Louisa's face. She eventually bowed her head, dejected. I'm very sorry, my lord. My carelessness destroyed an important thing to you. Poor Louisa getting unfoundedly blamed like this. Louisa did nothing wrong. Question finished. Total victory! Louisa, so you acknowledge that Ellie is right? Yes. While I was dusting the chest, something got caught on the statue, and well, it broke right in two. I knew I did a horrible thing. I heard that it was passed down by your father. So I used the candle to cover it up. I managed to stick the two pieces back together, but it was just wax, so it had me worried. It was then that Ellie arrived, so I figured I would blame what happened on her. I knew it. So you gave me the duster and told me to clean the chest. I'm deeply sorry, my lord. Please forgive me. We forgive you, Louisa. You're too cute. What's done is done. Never mind that now. Things like that can happen when you're cleaning. Then you forgive me? But covering up with a lie and laying the blame on someone else, that is simply inexcusable. My apologies. It's not to me you need to apologize to. I'm sorry, Ellie. Please forgive me. Hi, Bloom, you! Don't think that there's a Gothic Lolita in this game. Looks to be pretty traditional maid uniforms, actually. It's okay. But maybe a Gothic vibe? Anyways, this should be the end. It was nice that Mr. Irving was here. If not, I wonder what would have happened. My lord, can you leave the rest to me? I'll let you know when I've decided what to do with Louisa. Sure, that's fine. Oh. Excuse us. Let's go, Louisa. Yes, ma'am. I should get going too. I was about to follow both of them out when something hit me. It was as if I was forgetting something. The key! Yes, I wanted to ask Mr. Irving about something. Key. But begging your pardon, my lord, I found this inside the Virgin Mary statue. A key. You never noticed that before. Who'd have thought there'd be something like that in there? A secret that your father wants to pass on to you? Your father gave the statue to you, right? Is he the one who put the key inside? Oh god, is this what's going to lead to his death? Most likely. If you can find such a thing, then maybe it was a good thing that the statue broke. But what is the key for? Do you have any idea? No, but I'm going to think long and hard about it. By the way, what you just did? Yes? You clearly not only possess a keen eye, but also a wealth of insight. I'm impressed you were able to prove your innocence with such strong logic and reasoning. Oh, his gaze is so gentle. Oh. Lord Irving, don't die. Don't die. Thank you very much. There's also something striking about the way you slowly but surely back Louisa into a wall like that. It's not easy. Lord Irving, do you maybe want us to back you into a wall? Is that what you want? I can do it. Anything for you, my lord. Back Louisa into a wall. I didn't mean to do that. First I wanted to prove that it wasn't me, then I wanted to know why the statue broke. When I was young, my father told me, there's a reason for everything. If something strikes you as odd, then ascertain the truth yourself. I see. Then, I think that is a brilliant lesson. Oh. Did your father teach you how to investigate? Well, him and mystery novels, I suppose. Aw, we're a reader, too. Mystery novels? As in detective stories featuring Holmes and the like? Yes. My father loved them, so I got to reading them, too. They were passed down to us. Passed down. So your father has passed away, too. Yes. In fact, now that I think about it, it happened then, too. My father died in the war, you see. 2 years ago, to be precise. I was just thinking about how I dreamed of his death before it happened, too. Oh! You mean a prophetic dream? Such a strange phenomenon. Yes, he died just as I dreamed. Not only my father, but my mother as well. On the day of her death, it all played out exactly like the dream foretold it. I've had plenty of other prophetic dreams just like it, all depicting the deaths of people close to me. Oh God! Allie, are you okay? So that means today's dream will come true as well. What's wrong? You look pale. No, it's just that. Pardon me for asking, but are you feeling all right now? I guess so. I see. That's good then. I suppose that means a sudden death isn't on the horizon then. Dreams don't always become reality, I guess? Ellie. At that moment, Miss Noelle called from outside the door. I'm sorry to keep you for so long. I need to go now. No, my bad to keep you like that. You don't need to apologize like that, Mr. Irving. Oh, no, my lord. You can call me Irving. Honestly, that lord title kind of bothers me. Oh, help. 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 Is that so? Then I shall stick with Mr. Irving, if I may. Sure. Ellie. Right? Keep it up. Yes! Oh, he's so good. In the corridor, Miss Noelle was standing alone. You were talking to the Lord for a long time. Is that bad? He was being so friendly, I guess I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. From now on, I'll be careful. I don't mind if he was the one who initiated the conversation. Just understand your position. I know. It's forbidden love. Yes. Oh, and about before. Allow me to apologize for taking Louisa at her word and doubting you. No, please don't worry. Speaking of which, I don't see Louisa. She's cleaning the fireplace as punishment. I was actually going to ask you, but I've decided to have her do it for the foreseeable future. I see. Cleaning a fireplace is hard. Your hands get black with soot and trying to wash it off is a chore in itself. Incidentally, I'll be changing who cleans which room as... Well, until now Louisa was in charge of the Lord's room and guest rooms, but you'll be taking her place. Oh-ho? I like this, Noelle. Noelle maids are just good, huh? Really? But those are some of the most important rooms in the entire manor, aren't they? Yes. While it is somewhat worrying to ask someone so new to handle such a big task, can I trust you will do your best? Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down. Well then, our guests will be arriving soon. I want you to take them to their rooms. Can you do that? We have guests. I guess that's another thing Louisa was meant to do. But since she took a scolding from Mr. Irving, I suppose it's fallen to me. Are we the only 2 maids? Wait, no, 3 maids? I forget, does the head maid, what are the duties of the head maid? I thought that it was organizing the fleet of other maids, but... Come to think of it, I don't know much about maids or butlery. Well, I'm glad nothing came of the false accusation just now. I have a feeling this is going to be tough in itself. The butler ranks above the head maid, which ranks above the other maids? I see. Ellie, answer. Taking the guests to their rooms. You can leave it to me! Yes, ma'am! Good to hear. Then I'll explain. There will be 4 guests in total. The guest rooms are all on the 2nd floor. You must take Mr. Mahi to the blue room, Mr. William to the green room, Mr. Ewan to the red room, and Mrs. Grace to the white room. I see. I should probably write this down. Or think of a mnemonic. Okay, Mrs. Grace to the white room. White, like pure, like saying grace. Mr. William to the green room. He can be, like William Tell is kinda similar to Robin Hood sometimes, and Robin Hood is green. Miss Mahi is blue, and that's like the mahi-mahi, which is a fish, which lives in water, and water is blue. And Mr. Ewan is leftover. Okay, I got it. I should write this down in my memo so I won't forget. Oh. I didn't need to. I'm just so used to, like, mystery games needing you to memorize things. Okay, I'm counting on you. You can already tell that I'm doing my best. All right. Doing my best. When I went to the hall, Mr. Maurice was already welcoming a man at the entrance. Mr. William, we have been expecting you. To the green room. Oh, yes. Hi, Maurice. Whew, I'm exhausted. Drove all the way from London, you know. I like him. I bet he has some nice muscles under that nobleman's coat. That must have been quite a trek. Would it not have been better to travel by train? I wanted to show you my new car. It's the new Rolls-Royce. Oh my god, he really is loaded. I parked out front, so do take a look later. Wow, and this is like the 20s, so... Hi, Mr. Murderer. Is that so? In that case, I will make sure to take a look. He must be Mr. William. He seems to be fairly close with Mr. Maurice. I wonder if he's been here before? Well now, I think I'll make myself at home. Good day, sir. I will be taking you to your room. Oh, I didn't see you last time I was here. Are you new? Yes, today is my first day. Well, well. Have you memorized the ins and outs of this place? Can you guide me properly? Yes, I believe so. Well, be careful not to get lost. I always stay in the same room, so if you make a mistake, I'll know immediately. Yes, sir. Hey. Well then, lead the way. Oh, and good luck. Is he testing me? I should be okay, right? After all, everything Miss Noelle told me is in my memo. Green room. We bring him to the Lord's room. Ah, yes. Don't worry, we won't tell anybody about your special relationship with Mr. Irving. Why is the green room blue? Here we are. After you, sir. Oh, you didn't get lost. You did well for a newcomer. Thank you very much. Now then, if you will excuse me. You leaving so soon? Surely there's no harm in relaxing here for a while. But more guests are on their way. You don't have to work so hard. Have some tea. You have my permission. But you are not the lord of this manor. Permission? It's not like I actually want to. Uncle, please leave my maid alone. With that, Mr. Irving appeared from the doorway. I see. Irving, long time no see. A little tea doesn't help. Doesn't hurt, right? Do try to keep your manners in check while you're here, Uncle. Huh, your stubbornness hasn't changed. Okay. Aoi room. Ah, that makes sense. I'm glad Mr. Irving is here. Still, Uncle. So, Mr. Irving is Mr. William's nephew. Now that I think about it, they do look alike. Somehow. Yeah, they have the same eyes. So, how are you? Have you settled in? Honestly, no. I returned here just yesterday. I went back to the dormitory after Father's funeral. You see, it's only been a few weeks since my older brother passed, so it takes time for the dust to settle. Yes, especially since he left that will. A will? Well, his father's. Ooh, I know about rich people and their wills. That's right. What on earth was he thinking leaving something like that? It simply boggles the mind. I don't know either. Not a clue. I wonder what kind of will that was? And how Mr. Irving talks about his father somehow feels strange. Maybe it's just my imagination? Saved will in memory. By the way, Mr. William gave me a glance. What should I do? I mean, Irving excused us for a reason, so I suppose the nice thing would be to leave the room. Will here is pretty memorable. I'm guessing they're telling me to leave. Well then, if you will excuse me. Yes, thank you. I'll call you if there's something. After leaving Mr. Williams' room and returning to the hall, I saw Mr. Maurice greeting another guest, this time a woman. We're here. Mrs. Grace, we have been expecting you. Mrs. Grace. Maybe she is Mr. Irving's family member too? Ah. So Mrs. Grace is gonna be in the white room even though she's wearing all red. I understand. Maintain eye contact while leaving the room. Good day, madam. I will be taking you to your room. Yes. Oh, Layla? What are you doing? You must hurry. Wait for me, mother. I won't be a second. Oh, she's adorable. Oh, she probably has some deep, dark secret. She's adorable, an elegant lady in every sense of the word. Oh, did you bother bringing the trunk? You can just have someone bring it in with the other luggage later, you know. But there are souvenirs in this. I want to get them out as soon as possible. I super don't trust her. Look, it's either going to be that she is two-faced and super evil, or that she is so good that she is stupid and ends up veering things off track. Hi, Layla, please don't be the worst human on Earth. Yes, please be stupid. Please. Please, just no brain cells. Is that so? Then give it to the matey there. Okay, you bring this to the room. There are important things inside, so be very careful. Very well. Hey, what are you doing? I'm tired. Take me straight to the room. Yes, ma'am. Carefully take her straight to the room. So difficult. White room. This is your room. Please make yourselves at home. I can finally relax. Oh, yes, do you know where Irving is? I believe Mr. Irving is talking to Mr. William. William? I see, he is here already. Yes, excuse me for asking, but are you and Mr. William related? Yes, Uncle William is my mother's younger brother. Ah, I see. So, then that means that Layla and Irving are cousins. That doesn't mean that she's not a rival, though. This is the 20s. It's gonna be interesting to see what theories you make with this game as it goes on, knowing how it does go. Ooh, boy. My mother is the oldest of her siblings. I see. Then that makes you Mr. Irving's cousin. Is that correct, Miss Layla? Yes, I'm also his fiancé. I knew it! 1920s, everybody! Fiancé? Did I give you a shock? Irving and I promised to marry back when we were both children. Ah, that kind of fiancé. Really? I didn't know Mr. Irving had a fiancé. Then again, with someone of his noble stature, I suppose it's a given that he would be engaged. Oh yes, Layla. Since we came all this way, we really must address the issue of marriage this time around. Yeah, the funeral the other day wasn't the time or the place for such a topic, so I'll do better this time. By better, does that mean that she tried at the funeral? I need to marry and support Irving since he'll be taking over the family. Indeed. Still, I wonder if he really will become the head of the family. I'm a little worried about that, you know. Dang it, she's not evil, she's not mean, she's just unforgivable Satan traitor. I believed in you. Huh? What do you mean? I thought he already has become the head? Everyone here calls him a lord after all. Well, you see, quiet Layla, a mere maid needn't know every little detail. Know your position too, maid. Honestly, maids these days are simply too brazen. How deplorable. I'm sorry. Just forget it. Besides, there's no way Irving won't be taking over the family. As long as he's still breathing, that is. Layla? Layla, that's a very odd stipulation. Okay. Saved head of the family, in memory. I must go now. The next guest could be along any minute. Excuse me, please let me know if you have anything. Very well. Well then, who's next? Upon returning to the hall... Hi, Ellie. How are you doing? Any problems? No problems. You don't seem confident. Well, what with you're being tasked with guiding guests all of a sudden, I can't say I'm surprised. Feel free to tell me if you have anything. Yes, thank you. But honestly, I'm nervous. Mr. Irving's relatives are here, right? Yes, but it won't just be family today. Just as Mr. Maurice said that, there was a knock at the front door. Oops, speak of the devil. Nice! Mr. Maurice opened the door to reveal a young man with dark hair. You must be Mr. Ewan? Yeah, Ewan Wright. Could I come in? Don't mind if I do. Oh, so this must be a friend from college. Is this the first time he's here? He doesn't seem to be family. Oh wow, amazing on the inside too. Talk about a mansion. Earl's family eat your heart out. Oh, is that one of those chandelier things? Sure is pretty. He gives off this sort of commoner vibe. Maybe he isn't actually a noble? What's up with you? Staring at me like that? You need something or... Ah, yeah. You see, sir? I am in desperate need of your number. I'm sorry. If you like, I'll take you to your room. Yeah, sure. Alright, Mr. Ewan was in red. I see. So, right next door to Mr. William. This is your room, Mr. Ewan. Oh, thanks. Sure looks great, though. All the furniture in it must have cost a fortune. Do you know how much it was all up? How much? I'm not sure. Fair enough. Well, how rich are these guys? And by that you mean... This manor is not the only asset they have, right? The Rockyfords are a renowned family of nobles. They must have other things, no? Is this really a college friend? Yes, I've heard that they have another manor in London? Must be something called a townhouse. Apparently nobles have houses in London for when they want to spend time there. So, anything else? I've heard that they own most of the land around here? I see, a landlord. Not exactly a surprise for a family of nobles. I guess he doesn't know the Rockyford family that well. May I ask what your relationship is with the Rockyford family? Nothing. Nothing. We have no relationship. No relationship. Then why were you invited as a guest today? Geez, you sure like to ask questions, don't you? Oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to know. You shouldn't be so nosy as a maid. Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't mind that, though. If you're that nosy, then there must be something else that's bugging you, no? What? Why I was invited here. If you can guess, then I'll answer your questions. Was there anything bugging me? I mean, I feel like these two are related. Nope, wrong. What, don't tell me you don't know? Wait, give me a minute. I'm going to think a little. So it's about the will. The will. Maybe his being called here has something to do with the predecessor's will? If he's a guest, he's probably there for the will, so he's likely in the will. I see. Yep, that's it. Good job. I see. If that's the reason, then Mr. William and Mrs. Grace are here because of the will, too. Updated will in memory. But he's not a relative. I find it somewhat hard to believe you have no relation to the family if you really were invited here because of the will. Well, I mean, even I don't know why I'm here. What? Is that so? Yeah, but... You get to romance people in this game because there are some cute people here, yes! Yes, this was marked as otome. You really are nosy, aren't you? I'm sorry. Also, welcome, Isa! Welcome! Oh, whatever. Anyway, I have some questions of my own. Ooh, so he's pretty nosy himself. Heck yeah! Yes, 2 options to pick from? Oh. Kiwi, help me. Kiwi, is Irving one of them? Is there a route where he doesn't die and I get to kiss him? What? I'm going to tell you what I know, so you let me know what you know. What should I say? I'm gonna keep on acting like a maid. Irving is one of them. Yes! Ewan right here is the other. I see. So I guess William is too old for us. Even though he was on the cover, wasn't he? I understand. Please ask me anything. He was on the cover, wasn't he? Yeah, there he is right there, right next to Ewan. So you see, when I started this, I assumed that there were 3 love interests. Ewan, William, and Irving over there. Oh, Irving is holding bloodied white roses because he's the one who dies. Ooh. But fair warning, the romance is a bit of a side note to the story. It's more of a mystery game than a romance game. That's fair. I like mysteries too. Plus, as long as there actually is romance. I can't believe William was the murderer all along. Anyway, please ask me anything. Really? Can I really ask you anything? Oh? Yes, I'll tell you what I know. Oh, thanks. Well then. Wow, really? I see. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Well... Why did it skip over? Before I knew it, Miss Noel was standing at the entrance of the room. I wondered what was taking so long. You're here chatting away with our guest. Oh no! Telling him this and that about the manor, no less. Loose lips sink ships, you know. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry, Noel. You don't need to apologize. Instead, I'll think about what to do with you. Ah! What is it? Things I know. What is it? I can't talk about everything. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I won't ask you anything. I just need you to talk to me. Talk to you? Honestly, there are so many things I don't know. I don't know anyone here, and I don't even know where I can eat my dinner. Oh, yes, please ask me those things. Good, thanks. What's your name? My name? Yeah, is that something I can ask? Of course. My name is Ellie. Nice to meet you, Ellie. Yes, same here. I left the red room and returned to the hall. So then the last one should be Miss Mahi. Ewan is still a mystery, but there is one more guest left. Who is it this time? Ah, Ellie, you've returned. Here's another guest for you. Miss Mahi just arrived. Hello, nice to meet you. Oh, this is the mystery lady on the cover. Well then, why weren't Mrs. Grace and Layla on the cover, I wonder? This is Miss Mahi. I wonder where she's from? India, perhaps? She's not a relative, no, probably not. I wonder what kind of guest she is? Oh, this place hasn't changed one bit. It's just like it was back then. Oh, you've been here before? Yes, once in the past. She is very pretty. I see. I wonder if she knows the predecessor? I should take her to her room. Miss Mahi's room is the blue room. I see. The one closest to the Lord's room. This is your room. Okay. By the way, Miss Mahi stared me right in the eye. Is there something wrong? Is there something on my face? Yes, I can feel it. Psychic power emanating directly from you. Psychic power? As in, I can see spirits or something? That's one example, yes, but it's not the only one. The term refers to using spiritual abilities in general. Huh. Wow. Then is the reason that I'm seeing you because I have psychic powers? Because baby, you're an angel. Reading people's thoughts, foreseeing the future, these abilities differ from person to person. Foreseeing the future. Does that ring a bell at all? Yes, I've had prophetic dreams before. Is that a result of this psychic power you speak of? Prophetic dreams, Yes, it is. Prophetic dreams occur when we obtain information about the future from the spirit world. The spirit world. Information from the future. It sounds so out of this world I can barely believe what I'm hearing. You're very knowledgeable about psychic power, aren't you, Miss Mahi? Yes, I'm a psychic medium. Oh, so she can channel the dead. Is she going to channel the dude for the will reading? A psychic medium. Today's gathering seems more and more mysterious. Relatives, non-relatives, and a psychic medium. Just what are the criteria for being summoned here anyway? Exotic lady with mysterious powers, not the best trope. Yeah, very much so. Well, at least we can be sure she's not the murderer. I mean, that's one of, what are they called again? Whose Decalogue was it again? The 10 Rules of a Murder Mystery? Knox's Decalogue. If someone is a racist stereotype, then they are not the killer. What's wrong? If I may ask, why are you here today, Miss Mahi? It has something to do with the predecessor's will, right? Yes, I'm here to handle the seance. Seance? If I remember correctly, that involves summoning a spirit from beyond the grave and talking to it. Yes, I'm here to call the spirit of Mr. Oliver, who died the other day. I see! Mr. Oliver, the father of Mr. Irving. So, that's why the guests are here. For a seance. Updated will. I'm finally finished. I came outside after guiding all guests to their rooms. Now what should I do? I don't have any urgent tasks, so I guess I'll help the others. There's someone there. Louisa was walking in the backyard holding heavy luggage. What should I do? I gotta help her. Girls gotta stick together. That looks very heavy, Louisa. Want some help? Ellie. I certainly do not. You should be doing elegant work with the guests. Go on then, laugh it up. Funny, isn't it, seeing me work like a horse like this? Laugh it up. I never do that. Oh, who is this? You shouldn't take your anger out on others like that. I know you're frustrated. Hello. For those just tuning in, hi, I'm Bai. Nice. The fluffy hat? Nice. The braided pigtails? Nice. The hair covering one eye? Nice. A girl holding luggage just like Louisa appeared from behind her. I'm not taking out my anger on anyone, and a princess like you should watch what you say. I'm sorry. She's done nothing wrong in her entire life. So she's an apprentice, but we're just a straight-up maid? Or are we also an apprentice? Oh, there she goes. I wonder if I offended her. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said that. A fair warning, this game does break at least one of Nox's rules a little. Not gonna say which one, but I was pretty miffed when it happened. They do make up for it, though, in a great way. Awesome. Let's see. Nox's Decalogue was, that, if I remember correctly, that, the detective cannot be the murderer, that the detective should tell the reader all thoughts that pass their mind, well, the detective or the assistant, I can't remember which one. The important thing is to, not, like, hide any, evidence from the readers. That no sudden twins should come into play without foreshadowing. That, no more than one secret passage may be in a setting. That there shouldn't be any sort of mystery poison that doesn't exist or, like, has been unexplained. That there shouldn't be any reliance on something obscure that, like, a rocket scientist would need to tell you that the reader could not possibly know on their own, and that isn't explained until the end. That the culprit should not be a racist stereotype. I believe the exact example given was that if there is, I think that Nox's Decalogue said specifically a Chinaman, but he meant, like, just any stereotype in general. If you see a racist stereotype, put it down, it is bad. I remember the phrasing, put it down, it is bad. No supernatural elements. I guess the psychic thing does count as a supernatural element here, but that's... I guess we can take it as just part of the premise. And what were the other two? I think it was that the assistant should be of, like, about the same or of lesser intelligence than the average reader? And then what was the 10th? What was the 10th rule of Nox's Decalogue? I have a feeling it was something simple. Was it something like, that the murder has to be an actual murder and it's not just faked all along? Was that it, or was that part of an expanded Decalogue? I can't remember which is Nox's originals and which were added later on by other authors. At any rate... Oh, she's so cute! No, don't worry. I was happy that you stepped in. Thank you. I'll say when the scene comes up where I got miffed. Otherwise, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, they do make up for it. Just made this a bit of an emotional roller coaster for me. Oh boy! Really? Good thing I did then. I'm Ellie. You? I'm Natalie. I'm a maid apprentice. Nice to meet you. Who's a good girl? Likewise. Luggage looks heavy. Let me help you if you like. Thank you. Then can you bring the box there to the kitchen? This, the one with vegetables inside? Everything looks good and delicious. Really? We actually grew them ourselves. Oh. Wait, do you come from a family of farmers? Yeah, we live close by. Aww. Oh, so you're from the village. This manor is located in a village called Rakistan. Most land in the village is owned by the Rakiford family. The Earl's family has taken care of us for generations. They're lending us land and buying vegetables we grow. I've been taught since childhood that we need to thank the Earl's family for helping us live. That sounds really sketchy. But she's so cute. I want to believe her until I find evidence otherwise. I see. Is it like that for all the other villagers too? Yeah, they're all helping us. They're helping all of us in one way or another. We have a decent hospital and church in the village because of the Earl's family. The Rakifords are such major players around here. It's almost as if people can't live without them. That sounds like a cult. It sure does. Taking over the family means to carry a great responsibility. We entered the kitchen from the back, vegetables in hand. We brought them. That's all we have. Oh, thanks. You're so hardworking. Nice. Oh, I need to look up who the artist for this game is. This is very, very good. Very good. Very, very good. I can't believe you make people carry everything for you while you just laze around and drink alcohol. Hey, he's just taste testing. Gotta test for poison, right? Wouldn't want the young master to get poisoned, right? Louisa, who had arrived earlier, was stunned and glared at the man in the chef's hat. This man is handsome as heck. He sure is. I'm thinking of what to pair with today's menu. After all, one must always consider how well wine complements the food it's served with. It's very important. Yep, he just needs another cup to make absolute certain. Sure. Maybe you can make miso soup every day for me. Who's this behind you? I haven't seen her before. I'm Ellie. I started today. Yeah, you. I'm Jack. I'm a chef here. I like Jack. I've heard about you. You've really made a name for yourself. Huh? You took out a villain who tried to blame you for a crime you didn't commit. No, it's not a big deal. You must be proud, taking my jobs away from me like that. Can you even do them properly? You're not being rude to the guests, are you? I hope not. So who are these guests? Why are they here? Did Jack forget that somebody died? Oh, they're here for a seance. A seance? It's when people sit around a medium and talk to a spirit, right? What for? Apparently it has something to do with the predecessor's will and testament. Oh, is that all? Is that all you know? Oh, does Louisa have the sweet gossip? You know more, Louisa? Give us the hot goss. Poor Louisa, being called a villain when she did nothing wrong. Of course, I was originally assigned to guide the guests after all. I see. Miss Noel didn't tell me details of it. She didn't tell me either. I was a little curious, so I eavesdropped on the Lord's conversations, Louisa! Eavesdropping? Amazing that you did that. If only we had such courage. Louisa always has the hot goss. Nice. Well, so, you wanna know what I heard? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. I thought so! Then, I'll tell you what I know. She seems kind of happy. I guess she wanted to talk about it. Even if she resents us, she cannot resist. So, what'd you hear? Ooh, Jack's joining in. In the predecessor's will, he said to hold a seance after his death. Whatever the summoned spirit says will itself be the predecessor's last will and testament. Shouldn't the summoned spirit be the predecessor in himself? What the spirit says will be the will? Updated will in memory. What for? Well, I don't know. Maybe the predecessor wanted to speak the will's contents himself? Or maybe since ghosts aren't real, he wants everybody in the house to demonstrate their ventriloquism skills. Try their best to imitate his voice and grow it. And Miss Mahi just sits there in the middle, not doing anything. But can a spirit's words be recognized as an actual will? Like, what if the spirit says to give this manor to some chump we don't even know? What? I thought the manor was inherited by the current lord? That doesn't seem to be the case. I heard the lord is just managing things temporarily. The lord inherited the earl's title when his father died, but the estate is a different story. Yes, the title is something that a direct male inherits. The law states so. The estate itself, on the other hand, could indeed depend on whatever the will says. Yes, whether what the spirit says is officially recognized as a will is a different question, but still. Speaking of which, Mrs. Grace said that Mr. Irving may not be the head of this manor, so this is the reason. Updated head of the family in memory. Hey, do spirits really exist? Will the predecessor spirit really be summoned at this meeting? I don't know. Maybe the whole spirit thing is just a big facade, and the medium just says whatever they want to say. Ah, yes, I see. I see, Mr. Oliver says that he is bequeathing the entire estate to me specifically. Apparently that sort of deception does tend to happen a lot. If something major gets set in stone because of the lies this medium spouts, what will happen to Mr. Irving? I worried about the upcoming seance. Oh, look at the time. It should begin soon. I'd been so busy with my usual chores of cleaning and serving our guests that I hadn't realized that it was almost 9 p.m. Oh, only 3 hours left in the day. Is Mr. Irving still alive? The seance was scheduled for that exact time in the reception room. Ellie, come with me. Even maids are invited. Suddenly, Miss Noel appeared at the living room door. Yes, ma'am? Oh. As I entered the reception room, I could barely see anything bar a few candles. Why is the room so dark? It's apparently how you hold a seance. I'm not completely sure, but darkness is needed to help call the spirit. I see. The candles flicker, ever so slightly moving the shadows. Everything just looks so creepy. Could you stay here for me? I need someone to greet the guests and show them to their seats. I have to step away for a minute. I'll be back in time. And with those words, Miss Noel left me all alone in this creepy room. Thanks, Miss Noel. It's so quiet. I wouldn't be surprised if a spirit was already here. Maybe I should check out the room just in case. Search start! Shelf? I looked into the shelves and found a piece of paper. This smells kind of nice. Oh, hold it over a fire. Refreshing and slightly sweet. It reminds me of lemons. Saved paper in memory. Use the paper. Use it! Use it over the candle! The 3 candles are lit. This is the only light in the room. Use! Fire time! Yes! There is only a golden candelabra on the table. There seems to be nothing else. I think I've seen everything in this room. At least I don't think that there are any spirits around yet. A sound startled me out of my reverie. Ellie, what's wrong? Mr. Irving. Pardon me, I thought you were a spirit. A spirit? The seance is about to start, so I thought that the spirit might already be here? Even before being called. I don't think spirits are in any kind of rush to do things. Oh, I see. I don't know much about spirits. Oh, hi, Crimson Gunner! Welcome! Oh my goodness, thank you for the resub! Welcome! Oh man, today we're playing a murder mystery. Nobody's been murdered yet, but the victim is going to be a hot guy. God help me. Me neither. My family were the superstitious ones, believing in ghosts and demons and such. Then the medium. Miss Mahi, you know her through your family? I heard that she has been here before. Yes, she has, but that time wasn't for a seance. Oh? Doesn't like to talk about it, Interesting. This is the future murder victim. Please help him. Mr. Irving grew quiet. I wonder why. There are so many things I want to ask him, but is this the right time? Absolutely not! Are you kidding me? He might tell me I'm being nosy like Mr. Ewan did. Let's not ask him anything. But the curiosity is killing me. What should I do? Is this a but thou must? We gotta ask. Alright, let's ask. So we can only ask about the will, I see. Oh, wait, can we present a profile? Come to think of it, we're missing a sibling, aren't we? Because Grace is supposed to be the oldest of 4 children. And of those, we have Oliver, who's Irving's dad. We have William, who's Oliver's younger brother. Though we don't know if Oliver was the 2nd child or the 3rd. Ooh, not too many save slots. Let me see, is there a second page? Oh, yeah, there's 10 pages of this. So no worries, we've got 20 save slots. So who could the fourth child be? Is it Louisa? I heard that this seance was something that your father wanted. I believe that his last words were, "Whatever the spirit says shall be my will," or something like that. You're well informed. Where did you hear that? I overheard some people talking. Definitely didn't hear it from any maids who are still in trouble. I see. Even the servants knew. If you don't mind my asking, may I hear more about this will? Why? Please excuse me if I'm overstepping my bounds, but when something piques my interest, I won't stop until I know everything. So, I won't stop until I know everything about you, my lord. Your curiosity is amazing. Is that how you were able to figure out the truth behind the broken statue? I'm not sure. I don't really understand it myself. If I tell you, you might be able to figure some things out for me. To be honest, there are so many things that I am unsure of recently. Oh, really? What's bothering you? Oh, please excuse me if I'm being too nosy. You're not. I'm glad you're interested. It might be worthwhile to talk to you a bit. Where should I start? Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll answer each of your questions to the best of my ability. Thank you. Okay, so firstly, why did your father want to have this seance in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. Perhaps it is because I was estranged from my father. Estranged. I started living in my university's dormitory and never really bothered returning here unless I had to. I hadn't seen him in a long time then. But that's why I want to at least fulfill his last wish. It's all I can do for him now. So that's why Mr. Irving decided to have this seance. But the medium, is she a real one? Will your father's medium actually be called to this room today? I don't know. As I've said, I'm not familiar with all of this. What would you do if it was all fake? Fake? I'm not calling Miss Mahi a fake, but I've heard that some mediums are. I can't deny that. Although I've met her in the past, I don't really know much about her. I called her because my father named her. Well, then what if Miss Mahi starts saying something extraordinary? Like, what if Mr. Oliver leaves his entire estate to me? Me, Ellie, the new girl. Well, if she says something about fortune, I'm thinking I should talk to a lawyer first, whether she is real or not. I'm not sure whether words spoken during a seance can be recognized as a will. I'm sure this will be a first. This will be a first? I see. Yes, I've never heard of such a will before. I have no idea what she'll say, so I don't even know what to expect. There are so many things I don't know. Even some of the guests I am unfamiliar with. The guest that Mr. Irving is unfamiliar with is probably Mr. Ewan. The guest you're unfamiliar with is Mr. Ewan? He did tell me that he wasn't related to the Rakiford family at all. Is that so? I don't know anything about him. What if she says it belongs to me? I guess I'll have to marry you to keep it then. I have to go now. Miss Mahi needs tea. I wonder why my father invited him to this meeting. You guys talking about me? Yeah, Mr. Ewan. We hadn't realized that Mr. Ewan had been standing behind us. I'm sorry, did I offend you? Nope, I know I don't fit in here, so I don't blame you for talking about me. But you really don't know who I am? No. I asked my butler, but he even said that he couldn't recall any relationship between you and my father. Ah, I see, so they're half-brothers. I see, so Ewan is an illegitimate child. Alrighty then. Do you know? I don't have a clue, but if I were to guess, and it'd be a stupid guess. Tell me anyway. I want to know. Like, you and I are actually brothers or something like that. Ah, I see. Dang, I can't believe my theory got shot down already. What? How ridiculous. I told you so. Oh, Irving doesn't like that joke. Who exactly is Mr. Ewan, I wonder? I can't get a read on what he is actually thinking. While I was gathering my thoughts, Mr. Irving's relatives began filing into the room. Oh, Irving, you are already here. I was looking for you. Oh, I like the ambiance. Feels like something could jump out at you. Ah, must we do this in such low light? After all, I'm not too sure about this. Miss Noel was back before I realized. She was standing in a corner next to Mr. Maurice. After a while, Miss Mahi also appeared. I see that we're all here. Shall we begin? Ah, it's starting. I'm feeling kind of nervous now. Could I ask that you sit next to someone of the opposite sex? Then, could you please hold hands with the people on either side of you? Oh, jeez. Opposite sex? We must even out the energies. Men are positive, representing light, and women represent the negative, or the dark. I don't really understand all that, but... Irving, I'll sit next to you. Certainly, if you insist. Then, Uncle William sits here. Have a seat. I'm honored. Well, otherwise, that person will be next to me. Oh, but then he'll have to be next to my mother. That's all right, Layla. It's better than you touching me. Mother? Thank you. That averse to holding my hand, huh? You don't want to touch commoners? I wonder if that's what it is. What a terrible thought. Hold hands? Oh no, the terms of service. What do you want to do? I assume that sitting next to Ewan would increase his points, but I want Irving. I want Irving. I want Irving. I can't do anything. All I can do is watch. Give me your hand, you old prune. Watch your mouth. Such vulgarity. Your mere touch sends shivers down my spine. Mrs. Gray, that would normally be, like, more positive phrasing. You're pretty vulgar yourself, jeez. Right, everyone's holding hands. Then, let's call the predecessor, Mr. Oliver Rockefort. Please call out to Mr. Oliver, silently, inside your hearts. Miss Mahi waited for things to quiet down, then closed her eyes. Ooh. Are these actual words? Elohim, Esaim, Frugativi et Apiravi. Guess it sounds kind of Latin? Is this a spell? One for calling spirits? The mysterious words pierced the darkness, repeating over and over again. I felt the room getting a little colder. I think it's Latin. Yes, it's a mixture of Hebrew and Latin. Ah, I see. Before long, Miss Mahi called out to the void. Mr. Oliver, are you there? Mr. Oliver? I looked around instinctively, but there was nobody like him there. I can't see anything. Is my father here? Yes, he is here. Please, sharpen your five senses. Can you not feel something there? I'm not sure, but I feel that the room has become colder than before. Oh, Layla. Layla would fall for so many scams. Oh, Layla would receive a letter from a supposed deposed Nigerian prince and enclose 5,000 francs. Oh, please, you're just imagining things, surely. If I had to say, I do feel like there is something in the darkness. I can't tell. Is the spirit saying anything? Yes, he is saying that he wants to convey his last words. His last words. Could you please hand me that paper? Such is the wish of the late Mr. Oliver. Oh, okay. Oh, the one we picked up. I handed the paper on the shelf to Miss Mahi. You mean the spirit is going to write on it? Yes. How? Miss Mahi raised the paper high, and then used the candlelight to illuminate it. Now, Mr. Oliver has written on it. Please have a look. When I peered into the darkness, the letters were certainly there. Written beforehand. How did that happen? Layla, please, this is a basic of murder mystery novels. Oh wait, are we the only one here who's read murder mystery novels? You're telling us the spirit really wrote that? I mean, he did. Back when he was alive. What on earth does the writing say? Ewan can't read? This is... Layla can't read. Mr. Irving looked at the paper and was stunned into silence. Oh, what is this? I do not want Irving to be the head of the Rookeford family. The abominable demons must be eliminated. What the? So this is Mr. Oliver's will? Absolutely, this is such a basic trick and none of them seem to get it. Oh no. Saved will paper in memory. Why would he say this? Huh? In Mr. Irving's attempts to snatch the paper away, it brushed against the candle flame and caught fire, so I guess we can't finish reading this. Oh my! In an instant, the paper had been reduced to ash, and the fire wisps of smoke. More like Mr. Oliver's won't. What did the rest of the will say? I could only read halfway. Same here. So, no one read to the end. We'll just have to ask him to write it again. Unfortunately, after what just transpired, it seems Mr. Oliver's spirit left us. Left us? Can't we call him again? I believe it'll be difficult to call him again today. He ran out of minutes. You know, in his underworld phone. So, what will we do? The entire will wasn't given to us. Can we try again on a different date? Yeah, she needs time to forge the new will. Hold the seance again, you mean? Yes, if you respect your father's will, then we should. Did we really call my father's spirit in the first place? Are you being skeptical? Honestly, yes. I'm actually beginning to ask myself if there was even a spirit here at all. That was my brother's writing, was it not? I know you don't want to believe it, Irving, but words suddenly appearing on paper, is that not the work of a spirit in itself? Oh, it is such a good thing we were hired. Well, was it really the spirit who wrote those words? The words were written by something other than a spirit. I don't think it was the spirit that wrote those words. Ellie. The reason the words appeared on the paper is the paper was prepared in advance. We don't want to accuse Mahi directly right off the bat. Whatever else could it be but ghosts? Maybe that paper was prepared in advance with the words written beforehand. That they suddenly seemed to appear is because it was illuminated by the candle. I think it was the flame from the candles that revealed the writing. The flame from the candles revealed it. You know, the writing did look kind of brown. Maybe they were hard to see because the candlelight was so dim. I checked the paper before the seance began. It smelled like lemon. I think the words were written with lemon juice. And were then revealed by the candlelight. The message itself seemed to appear after Miss Mahi held the paper up to the candles, yes? I see. I thought she held the paper over the candle because the room was dark, but it was to get the words to appear. Ah. Oh? Are you upsetty? Do you have anything to say for yourself? No, nothing. Only that I didn't know. Didn't know? Yes. All I did was obey the words of the spirit. It was you who prepared the paper, wasn't it? Excuse me, my lord. I think it's impossible. I was preparing the room before Miss Mahi arrived. She never came in. The paper was there before I even started. In other words, Miss Mahi didn't leave the paper there. And who did? Who prepared it and left it there? Updated will paper. The spirit may have been lurking in this manner even before I called him. Ah, before you called him? Yes, he may have just been a wandering soul drifting around. So, maybe it was Mr. Oliver that prepared the paper. The spirit prepared the paper. Do you know what a poltergeist is? Some spirits have the power to move objects, so it is indeed very possible. Is that so? I, don't know much about spirits, so if someone insists that it's spiritual power, then I guess I can't deny it. Very well. There'll be no more discussion now. As to the possibility of future seances, I'll let you all know later. Please wait until then. With those final words, Mr. Irving left the room. Oh, Irving. So, how was the seance? Did you see a ghost? I wanted to be there. Are you okay? Did anyone get possessed? Oh, Natalie. After I cleaned the room, everyone started asking me questions. come to think of it, why was I there? Like, why were the servants there at all? I think everyone is curious to find out. I know how they feel. But what should I say? That the predecessor's ghost didn't want Mr. Irving to be the head of the family and called him a demon? As I was thinking, Mr. Maurice entered the kitchen. Oh, everyone is here. Are you done with your work? Oh, I still need to finish washing dishes. So maybe it's something like, Mr. Irving's dad didn't want Irving to inherit the estate because the estate is full of demons, and he doesn't want Irving to deal with that. I need to clean the pots. I'll take the trash out. Ellie, put this away. Yes, sir. Maurice put the thing that was on the tray in front of me. It's a gun! Huh? This wine bottle. I think I've seen this before, but where? When I looked at the empty wine bottle, suddenly the sight of my dream came to my mind. A part of my vague memory became clear. A glass and spilled wine. Why did I remember now? Is this wine bottle related to Mr. Irving's death in my dream? If that dream is really a predictive dream. Mr. Maurice, did you bring this wine to Mr. Irving? Yes, I did. I transferred the wine to a decanter, then brought back only the bottle. And Mr. Irving drank the wine already? Well, no, he didn't drink anything, at least not while I was there. It's not too late then? Should I go to stop Mr. Irving from drinking it, saying that the wine might contain poison? What should I do? The smart thing to do would be to assess the situation. But if we hesitate, then he might just die. I guess we need to gather evidence first. I want to stop Mr. Irving from drinking wine immediately, but there's no evidence that it contains poison. All I'm going on is that dream I had of his death. There must be something, some evidence that will make him trust me. Let me take a closer look. Search start! We can talk to Maurice. Well then, the capsule? It's a wine capsule. It may have originally covered the cork. There are 2 holes in it? What could they be? Ah, if I remember right, they're air holes. You know, because the wine needs to breathe. Save capsule. Here we go. Cork. It's a wine cork. There's a corkscrew stuck into it, as well as a small hole on the bottom. Saved cork stopper. The wine bottle. The bottle is empty and only the sediment remains. Ooh, delicious sediment. Saved wine bottle in memory. And then Maurice. I brought the wine to the Lord's room. I transferred the wine to a decanter and brought back only the bottle. Well, no, he didn't drink anything, at least not while I was there. Updated memo in memory. Ah! Natalie screamed as she passed by. Natalie? What's wrong? There's a hole in the garbage bag. Oh, it's spilling. Oh no, it just keeps coming out. Oh. A hole? You're right. Hey, wait a minute. I looked into the hole and found a syringe there. Oh ho! Why is there a needle here? Is this what made the hole? Yeah, what is it, Isa? The bag's full of trash I picked up from all over the place. I don't know where it was thrown away. Let me see. Anyway, it's a very long needle. It might be as big as my finger. Is it different from an ordinary syringe? What do you use this for? Careful, the glass is broken. Don't touch it. Use this. Maurice gave me a handkerchief. Aw! Thank you very much. I'll borrow this for a bit if I may. It has a red stain. What is it? It smells like wine? Maurice? Saved handkerchief in memory. Ho ho! I don't think I have heard you really be lewd. Huh? What are you talking about? I haven't been lewd. The cylinder is a little wet. Was there anything inside? Saved syringe in memory. Mr. Maurice, can I borrow this handkerchief a little longer? I want to bring the syringe with me. That broken thing? Well, sure. True, I haven't quite worked out what this syringe means, but I feel it's important. Anyway, I should go talk to Mr. Irving. I must hurry. To the Lord's room. Ah yes, it was just a thought that popped into my head. I understand. But I'm a wholesome VTuber. Excuse me. I entered Mr. Irving's room without knocking properly. Scandalous. Ellie? Mr. Irving turned to me, surprised, glass of wine in hand. Oh, those are nice night clothes. And I see that he has this, like, little tiny room in his room. It's not a balcony, is it? But it looks like there's some curtain here that can open to face the night view with a table and 2 chairs for chatting. Woohoo. Mr. Irving, don't drink that. It's dangerous. Dangerous? What do you mean? Explain everything to Mr. Irving. I need him to understand that there might be poison in that glass. Question start! I believe that your wine has been poisoned. Poisoned? What proof do you have? This. Is that all? That doesn't look like proof to me. Really? Wasn't enough? Really? I thought that the syringe would be, like, the most straightforward. What do you miss? Let me show you the proofs that we gathered. So this is the cork of the wine bottle. It has a small hole in the bottom. Oh, mysterious. Because as you know, the corkscrew doesn't really go that far. The cap seal, it's got 2 holes in it for air holes. I don't know enough about wine to know why it needs air holes. I think I read somewhere that it goes bad and ferments real easily if you don't let it air out, like it becomes vinegar. And this is a handkerchief that Maurice gave us. It smells like red wine, mysterious. And this is a syringe that Natalie found in the garbage. Yeah, it becomes vinegar, yeah. The inside is wet. Interesting. Wait, cork? The hole on the bottom of the cork. There's a hole on the bottom of the cork. A hole? Normally there wouldn't be a hole there, right? You're correct. Why would a cork have a hole on the bottom? How the hole got there is because of this syringe. There's a hole because someone put a syringe through it. The length of this needle should be long enough to pass through the cork completely. A syringe. And that's how you think my wine was poisoned? I can't prove whether the syringe contained poison or not, but I have no doubt that this is what happened. Why are you so confident that my wine has been tampered with? Well, because you died in my dream. That's what I want to say, but I don't think he'll believe me. This wine was taste tested for poison by Maurice and nothing happened. Tested? By Mr. Maurice? You don't say. Exactly. So I am questioning whether or not you are being truthful. I was just with Mr. Maurice not too long ago and he seemed fine. What's going on? The reason why Mr. Maurice was fine after taste testing was because he didn't drink any of the wine. Maybe Mr. Maurice didn't actually drink any of the wine. He didn't. Why do you think so? My proof for Mr. Maurice not drinking the wine is... hanky. This is Mr. Maurice's handkerchief, and I believe that this big red stain is wine. Come to think of it, after Maurice took a sip, he wiped his mouth with his handkerchief. Ho ho! Oh! He must have spat out the wine into it. I think you are correct. His handkerchief is soaked through. And he just handed the evidence to a maid who has already proven herself to be good at solving mysteries. Oh my god. We did it! We saved the Lord! Anyway, let me see if there really is poison in this glass. Is he going to drink it anyway? You can do that? Certainly. I study pharmacy at university. I brought my equipment and reagents from my dormitory with me, so as long as it's a known poison, I should be able to detect it. Oh, how wonderful! Studying pharmacy. It'll take some time to find any results, so you may go back to work. Oh, right, I suppose I'm supposed to be working right now. I shall go downstairs, but may I come back and hear the results? Of course. I bowed and left Mr. Irving's room. So, Maurice is definitely going to come by and try to kill him again, right? Because we did let Mr. Maurice know our suspicions. He knows that we think that Mr. Irving is going to be poisoned. He knows that we have the evidence. He knows that we were the last one to leave Irving's room. Oh, Ellie, here you are! No! Run! As soon as I returned to the first floor, I met Mr. Maurice. What was that all about earlier? You were in such a hurry. Run! I went to stop Mr. Don't tell the truth! What's wrong with you? His wine? Why? What was wrong with it? Before I answer you, I have a question of my own. I heard that you had taste-tested Mr. Irving's wine before giving it to him, but did you really drink any? No need for pharmacy. Let's just drink it and see what happens. What are you insinuating? This is the handkerchief that I borrowed off you. However, it seems to be soaked with wine. Perhaps you spat it out? Oh, I forgot about that while I was handing it over to you, and felt it soggy in my hand. Oh dear, that was careless of me to give you that handkerchief. Ah, no. I hate to admit it, but you are right. I have been feeling off all morning. I knew that even a sip of alcohol would make me feel worse. And so you pretended to taste my lord's wine. Couldn't you have told them the truth and not gone through with it? I have turned down the role before when I was feeling ill. However, it just made my lord worry about me and my health. Ever since then, I have kept my state of health to myself. Taste testing for poison is an old tradition, however. There has never been an instance of poisoning in this family. The wine distributor is also highly reputable. At the very least, I smelled my lord's wine, and there wasn't anything odd. So that's why you pretended to taste test my wine, Maurice. My lord! Surprised to see him alive? I turned to see Mr. Irving coming down the stairs. After testing the wine, I have found it was tainted with arsenic acid. Not just arsenic, not just acid, but arsenic acid. Or simply, arsenic. It is almost completely odorless and tasteless. So there really was poison in that wine. If my lord had even taken a tiny sip. My heart skipped a beat as I remembered my dream. How did something so dangerous get in the wine? It seems that it was injected through the cork of the wine bottle with a syringe. A syringe? You mean that one I found in the garbage? Precisely. Didn't you notice the hole when you prepared the wine? Maurice, don't drink that poison. I am never letting go of London Detective Mysteria. I must apologize. I didn't inspect the cork very well. I only checked to see if the wax seal was still in place. Oh, I am deeply ashamed of this oversight. There is usually a hole in the wax seal of a cork to allow for airflow. I'm sure that no one would be able to tell the difference between an airflow hole and one made by a syringe. Do you have an idea of when the bottle could have been poisoned? I believe it could have been directly after the seance, when I took the bottle out of the wine cellar. I left the bottle alone for a short time to fetch your glass, so it must have been while I was out of the room. Unless you did it yourself? Do you know who could have done this? Unfortunately not. I didn't see anyone doing anything suspicious. I'm terribly sorry. I can't be of more help. I see. Shall I call the police? We need their expertise. No, we're not going to do that. If we made this public, there's no saying what kind of rumors will follow. Not only about the poison, but about the seance as well. I'm certain that the town gossips will spread lies about this being my father's will, or some such nonsense. However, I cannot allow the Kiefer's family name to be dragged through the mud, unless it will lead to the capture of this criminal. I have heard that the police have a difficult time investigating poisonings anyway. Understood. I shall endeavor to find out as much as I can. Thank you. Maurice gave a deep bow and left the room. Mr. Irving watched Mr. Maurice close the door behind him with a suspicious glare. Maybe he feels as if he cannot trust Mr. Maurice because he lied about the taste testing. I completely understand, but what should I do? Talk to him to see if he's okay with almost dying? I hope the culprit gets caught soon. If there's anything that I can do, please ask. Thank you. Speaking of which, I haven't thanked you yet. I'm grateful that you stopped me from drinking that wine. If I had, Lord knows what would have happened. Don't trouble yourself. I'm just glad that you're all right. I'm glad that someone around here is happy to see me still breathing. Oh, Irving! Of course I am. Someone. Does that mean that others wish him gone? Hi, Bloomue! Still want to listen to this story while playing New World? I mean, someone did just try to poison him. There's no doubt in my mind that there is someone close that doesn't pray for his safety, but is actively working to end his life. I don't want him to die. No matter who wants him dead, I'll protect Mr. Irving. That's my job as his maid. I kept secret my determination, locking it in my heart. But I had no idea. I could never have imagined the horrifying whirlpool of murderous intent that surrounded my lord. Who? Oh? Chapter 2, Lord the Hunted. I had a dream again after the poisoning attempt was made. Again! Mr. Irving, the light gone from his eyes. Is he dead? Again? No, it can't be. Why is this happening again? You really are going to sleep forever? Enough already. Oh my. Suddenly the blanket was torn off and I jumped up. Again. In front of me was Louisa, a cold look on her face. Where's Mr. Irving? What? You must still be asleep. Gosh. It was a dream. Again. But to dream of death again, is this also a prophetic dream? Ellie, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but according to Dr. C.J. Young, or was it C.J. or C.G.? I think it was C.G. Young. The things that you dream about are things that you are subconsciously wishing to happen. Ellie, do you want to tell us something? Irving is very prone to dying. If so, anyway, I've woken you up now. Get ready and come to the hall. Oh, yes, thanks. I don't want you to come back later and say I didn't wake you, that's all. Well, there's only 10 minutes left to start work. That's on you. You've been in bed this whole time. It's not my fault, right? What? We only have 10 minutes again? Yep, I'm sure Miss Noelle will be mad if you run like yesterday. You deserve it. Don't be mean. Please no Bowie. Ellie plotting for Irvin's life all along in her dreams. Are you still mad about the Virgin Mary statue? That was your mistake. Shut up! I'm gonna go now. Oh, I must hurry too. I got dressed and tied my hair. Oh, am I going to make it? Another morning rush to get ready. I should go to the same place as yesterday, right? To the hall. Unless... Ellie, you almost didn't make it again. When I arrived at the hall, Miss Noelle was eyeing me in disbelief, and Louisa was standing off to the side, smirking. I'm sorry, So, why are you late today? Don't tell me you slept in, had another strange dream. She's right, but that's not gonna be a good excuse. Oh, there you are. Mr. Maurice suddenly appeared and beckoned me. Ellie, come with me, my lord is calling you. And then he takes us off and murders us. Mr. Irving is? Yes, well, I'm going to borrow her. Understood. The lord is calling. What's going on? And so, with Miss Noelle and Louisa watching on, Mr. Maurice and I made off for Mr. Irving's room. Oh, a young single maid, alone in her lord's room? Whatever shall they do? Excuse me, my lord, I brought Ellie with me. Ah. Begging your pardon, my lord, how can I help? I'm about to hear Maurice's report on last night's incident, but I thought I should have you listen too. You helped me last night, and above all, I know you have much to offer in the way of insight. Oh my, I'm honored. Then allow me to report what I learned from my investigation into this wine poisoning incident. As I stated last night, the poison was probably mixed in when I retrieved the wine from the cellar after the seance. Saved by the bell, that tolls for me! The cellar is normally locked after all, and my lord and I are the only ones with the key. Moreover, it would have been impossible to know which wine my lord was going to drink in advance. There are so many varieties of wine in this manor, Were you the one who decided which to drink, Mr. Irving? Yes. After the seance, I asked Maurice to bring me 1900 Margot. Is it pronounced Margot? Margot? French. So, if the culprit was able to mix in the poison, it must have been after I had taken out the bottle and gone to the dining room to look for a glass and such. I see. And where did you put the bottle? In the storage room next to the kitchen. The room itself isn't protected under lock and key, unlike the wine cellar or the shelves for storing silver tableware, which do. Storage. Anyone who wants to enter the storage could easily do so, and they wouldn't even need to pass through the kitchen. I see. And nobody would be able to see them either, so long as the door was closed. So I checked around to see who, if anyone, could have mixed in the poison. But it seems nobody has an actual, alibi, I believe it is called. No one has an alibi. Yes, it seems that everyone was doing their own separate thing. Except Mrs. Grace and Miss Layla, though, who told me that they were together in their room. It's not that I doubt them, but their testimony doesn't seem very credible. Indeed, even if something happens, they may very well just try to vouch for each other. So, this means it's possible for everyone in this manner to have committed the crime? What do you think, Ellie? Well, for the time being, we should think so. I hope I can do a little more investigating. Check everyone's belongings, for instance. And we need to explain the situation to everyone. Does that not sit well with you, my lord? It doesn't, no. We must be careful with our words, so as not to invite rumors. Well, if Mr. Irving says so, there's nothing I can do. There is no guarantee that we can find the culprit, even if we check everyone's belongings. We shall conduct rigorous testing for poison when we prepare meals from now on, my lord. I'll make sure that things like last night never happen again. Very well. Now then, we shall return to our duties. Ellie, help me prepare the breakfast. Understood. I need to do my work well. That dream is making me worried, though. Oh, and we can't see the background this time, so we can't even tell where this takes place. It seems to be a place with many windows, though. It can't be his room again, can it? Plus, there's blood in his mouth, but he doesn't seem to have any visible wounds. So, could it be that he was poisoned again? Something that, liquefies his innards? Isn't it a forest? Oh! Yeah, it looks like it's actually the forests outside of his home. So, today, we want our lord to stay indoors. I was told to prepare breakfast, so I must go to the lord's room. Ellie, could you take the tea to the dining room? Yes, of course. Dining room? Ooh, the dining room looks really ominous. When I went to the dining room, Mrs. Grace, Miss Layla, and Mr. William were talking. My lord, don't lean on that tree, it's poison. That seance was something else. I can't imagine how shocking that was to Irving. Quite right. But was Oliver's spirit really called? You think that medium is a fake? I'm not saying that. Her mother was a very big help to us long ago, after all. However, those words, abominable demons and whatnot, they simply do not strike me as something Oliver would say. Because Oliver had a nice personality, didn't he? Indeed he was, but it's been a while since, no? To me, that stern message sounded just like father. Our dear brother did become more and more like him. Could it be that Miss Mahi's mother had helped the Rockeford family before with an exorcism? You see, well, I hadn't seen Oliver for nearly 10 years by the end, so I can't say anything. I'm much the same. The funeral here the other day was my first time home in a good long while. Is that so? So the predecessor was estranged from not just Mr. Irving, but his own brother and sister as well. And what about his other sibling? I was listening to a conversation while serving tea. The biggest question is the inheritance. We can only read the letter halfway, but he did say he doesn't want Irving to inherit the place, right? If that's his will, then Irving is... Don't worry, Layla. That piece of paper won't be recognized as a will. It's Irving who's going to inherit the manor, and the rest of the Rockeford's fortune. Mother, Yes, I believe so. Irving will marry me and work to make the Rickeyford family flourish even more. It's impossible that he won't inherit the fortune. Believing something is all well and good, whether it actually happens is a different story. At that time, Mr. Ewan came in from the dining room door. Looks like you guys are having fun. What are y'all talking about? Nothing. What, you only talk to your relatives? I'm a guest too, you know. A guest too? You know nothing about your social position. I mean, Ewan hasn't exactly made a great impression, but I still want to know more about him. I hate to talk to you. I even hate to sit down at the same table. Layla! Oh my god! Huh, I'm hated all right. I haven't even done anything, though. That vulgar way of speaking, how you eat like a stray dog. There are plenty of reasons to hate you. Oh, Layla. Oh no, she learned this from her mother. I see. If you say so, then I'll say that I'm sick of your pretentious way of speaking and eating, but so what? Excuse me, you know nothing about manners. You really don't know where you stand. Who do you think you're talking to? Things are getting kinda tense. What should I do? I mean, again, I don't really, want to romance Ewan, but this is just painful to look at. So I'm gonna arbitrate this time. Why don't we stop here? It'd be better if all guests got along. What? I'm sorry. It's a mere maid telling us what to do. Do be quiet. I'm very sorry. But... Stop it. Don't put your hands in front of a riled up dog. You're just gonna get bitten, right? Okay. I beg your pardon. Riled up dog? Layla's scream echoed through the air. What's going on? It's so noisy. Mr. Irving entered the dining room. Irving, listen. This guy is being so rude to us. What? Look who's talking. I was just trying to make conversation. You're the one going on about knowing my place. I understand the general situation. Please calm down. Mr. Irving took a breath and turned to everyone. I'm telling you, as the head of the household, you guests are not to be rude to each other, regardless of who you are. As long as you stay in this manner, I don't want you to make people around you uncomfortable. Can I trust that you will all comply? Okay, if you say so, Irving. Okay, as you wish. I don't want to get kicked out. Everyone calm down. Mr. Irving sure is impressive. That's just what comes with having the influence to toss your weight around. No wonder it is so lively. You were all together. Miss Mahi had entered the dining room, her usual smile on her face. I still can't tell what she is thinking of. But now that she's here, everyone's present. I should bring the breakfast. All right, to the kitchen. As I entered the kitchen, I heard Louisa talking loudly. And then, Lady Layla called Ewan a stray dog. I swear, it was like things were about to get physical. Oh, that's how you should start the morning, so who won? They seem to enjoy talking about it, even if they are exaggerating a little. Look, all of you, less talk, more work. Are you going to keep the Lord and the guests waiting? Yes, ma'am, we are going to keep them waiting. I'll take these. If you're low on staff, I can help carry the dishes. No, that's not necessary. You're still an apprentice, so stay away from the guests. Sorry. I think it's all right. We're short-staffed anyways. We can't have anyone serve the just have anyone serve the guests. Assigning the task to an untrained servant would be a disgrace to the guests, wouldn't it? Is that so? Is Jack new here too? There used to be more servants here in the old days. One time we let a lot of people go. After that there were wars and the like, and the predecessor didn't fill out the ranks, so we're still low on numbers. I see. By the way, are these all the servants we have here? Yes, this is it. We do have other servants who don't live here, like the gardeners. That means I met everyone in the manor. I didn't notice anyone acting weird. The culprit who poisoned Mr. Irving's wine, and the culprit who wrote that message on the will paper, must be present in this manor, though. Ellie, take these soups too. I've just finished taste testing them for poison. Understood! You certainly are being thorough with your testing today. Yes, things cannot go wrong again. Yeah, we can't let our guard down. Poison could very well find its way into other things too. So, if Maurice dies, then we know something's up. I mean, with Mr. Maurice's testing, we should be fine. But still, I need to be on the lookout. Come to think of it, the culprit of the poisoning, must be someone who knew that Maurice was feeling, off for the day, and so would fake the taste testing. I mean, since the game seems to be under the assumption that the culprit can't be, Maurice himself. Regarding last night's interrupted seance, I decided not to continue with it tonight. Mr. Irving's announcement came after breakfast. I'm still considering our options going forward. I hope to come to a decision as soon as possible, but... I see. Understood. To be honest, I feel relieved for not doing it tonight. However, I do have work to do, so please decide quickly. I don't mind anything. Irving, don't rush. Think carefully and decide. I'll be waiting for you either way. Oh, thank you. I wonder what will happen to the seance. In the end, it still relates to the matter of the will, so things should be considered carefully, yes. Miss Mahi is suspicious in various ways, after all. Plus, there was that attempted poisoning, too. Incidentally, I'm free as a bird today. Huh, I know, why don't we all go hunting? No! Hunting? There's a hunting ground behind the mansion. Pheasants and other birds are bred just for the occasion. Oh, how nostalgic. Used to go hunting with Father. I miss those days. Speaking of which, there's a walnut tree there. Irving, do you remember when we went to get walnuts when we were young? Those were the days. Of course, we used that tree to mark where the ground was itself. Wow, so there's even a place to hunt here. Novels are amazing. Saved hunting ground in memory. So, what do you say? I think it would really help strengthen our relationship. Unlike the past, there are no hounds now, so it may be a little difficult, though. You'll have to search for and get the prey yourself. Well, no objections here. It's been a while, and I'm itching to test my skills. Oh, Grace is just raring to shoot something. I can't hunt, so I'll accompany my mother. I'm sorry, but I can't kill. Is that so? Well, I won't force you. What about you? Me? Ain't never, I mean, I've never hunted before. I'll teach you, so why not try? I think such experience is hard to come by. I want to go too. I want to kill things. Well then, it seems like a good way to pass the time. I want to kill things. Alright, you'll be joining too, right, Irving? Yes, I'm the host, so of course I will. Mr. Irving will go hunting too. Will he be alright? If that dream I saw really was a prophetic one, maybe something happened while hunting? I'll have our staff get things ready for the hunt. They should be done by noon, so please wait until then. With those words, Mr. Irving left the dining room. What should I do? I have to say something. I don't know if he would believe my dream, but at least I should tell him to be careful. With that thought, I went after Mr. Irving. It's Mr. Irving. May I talk to you? You want to talk? Sure. Mr. Irving stopped and looked back at me. It seems that you will be hunting today. Please be careful. Oh, of course. There's always danger in hunting. No, not that. Someone may come after your life again. Ah, yes, that was just what happened last night. For example, what if the participants start shooting at you? Is that not a possibility in itself? I don't think so, no? At least not during the hunt. For one thing, I'll be out of their range. Wait, everybody gets different sections? Out of range? Does that mean everyone will act separately? Yeah, when we Rookiefers hunt together, we always take charge of separate areas. So I think that's how we'll do it this time as well. As long as they stay in their areas, it'll be difficult to shoot me. They're all pretty far apart. I see, and we can trust murderers to stay in their own lanes. I see, but couldn't someone just sneak closer to an area within range? It's not impossible, but the hunting ground is in the woods, so I think it'll be hard to find me. I'll be on my guard, though. Do please be careful. You see, my lord, I actually had a dream. A dream? A dream that you were killed. Actually, I sometimes have prophetic dreams. That's why I knew someone was trying to poison you last night. Prophetic. I know it's hard to believe. In any case, please be careful. All right. As long as they stay in their areas and don't wander into mine, with nobody else there as an eyewitness. He still seems to be on the fence about it all. I guess it's not something you can just believe right off the bat. Huh, speaking of which, my lord, I'll be checking around for any suspicious activity around the manor on my end, too. You will you? Yes, I promise to do everything I can. You did. You really are like a detective. Am I? I don't think it's such a big thing. Still, if anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you. Your logic behind the poison wine incident was superb. If I were to read detective novels myself, would I be able to reason like that? With the difficulty level that we've seen so far, yeah. Who knows? But if you are interested, please do try to pick some up. There are so many interesting stories. That's right. Maybe I should. What do you recommend? I recommend, what was the exact title again? The ABC Murders, I believe it was called? Agatha Christie. It's a real classic. Like, the twist you guys might be able to see coming from a mile away, but that's because Agatha Christie had, been the first one to execute that twist, and it got a lot of, copycats afterwards. Man, it's cool. So, Gothic Murder is Gothic as in Byron, not Gothic as in... I can't pronounce that. Yeah. My recommendation? Well, let me think. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes may be a good choice as your first book. It's a collection of short stories, and all are good. What are you talking about, Irving? Miss Layla came in between us as if to interrupt. Oh, it's nothing. If a maid can hear about it, then so can I. I haven't had a proper conversation with you since I arrived at the manor. Is that so? I'm sorry. Yeah, this does not help, Tuxedoji. I still cannot pronounce that. I know that it's an, indigenous group in America. Uh, well, that's it, right? Am I thinking of something else? Am I getting it mixed up? Susie Sue. Okay. That's fine. Instead, could you spend a lot of time with me today? Oh, right. I have something I want to show you, Irving. Something to show me. Well, something I want you to listen to, more like it. I'm going to prepare, so look forward to it. Will you come to the terrace in an hour or so? Sure. I stood in silence. It was like I didn't exist. Can't find a good time to speak, obviously. What should I do? It's awkward being here, but I shouldn't leave without permission. Ellie, what are you doing? At that moment, Miss Noel passed by. If you're free, clean the guest rooms. Yes, right away. With that, I breathed a sigh of relief and excused myself. Clean the guest rooms. Maybe this is my chance to investigate the guests? Since it's past 9 now, I think that I'm going to call it for today. In this Chapter 2 investigation, we know that our Lord is going to die somewhere outside, but still have no idea how or where exactly. I didn't expect him to be victim of multiple murder plots. Actually, I thought that he would just die in Chapter 1 and that those two on the left would be the love interests. So I'm really interested in seeing where this goes. And Miss Mahi is on the cover, so does she maybe play a more important role than just acting as a seance? This game is deceptively long? Ooh. Oh man. I thought this would be like one of those 1 or 2 hour RPG Maker sort of games, even though this isn't made in RPG Maker, but you guys know what I mean, right? So I am really impressed with what I've seen so far. Oh man. Oh, maybe I should skip Minecraft next week to jump straight into this again. Just kidding, I gotta stick with my schedule. Oh, this has been a lot of fun though. Thank you guys for, joining me and watching this. It's about $15 on Steam actually, so if you guys want to pick it up yourselves and get ahead of me, you can do so there. Just no spoilies. But now it does get a lot longer, surprisingly enough. Oh, sounds very promising. I'm especially looking forward to learning more about Ewan. Since he suggested that he and Irving are brothers, then clearly they are not brothers. So then what is their relationship? Cousins? I mean, I guess he and William have the same eye color. But nobody has remarks on any sort of family resemblance. Very curious. Plus there's a mystery of the fourth sibling. I'll watch this along when I can make it. Looking forward to your theorizing and looking forward to you joining along. Oh, and good night, Blue Mew! I should see who to raid. Oh, it looks like Cupid is playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's... Are you ready, guys? We're going to be raiding the Reactive Cupid, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Playing Duel Monsters, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And for everybody else in the audience, this has been your host, Fukunaga, signing off. Bye!